G'day everyone, my name's Julian. I am one of the co-founders here at CBD Rides and current managing director. Just thought we'd put out a bit of a weekly update. It's kind of a bit more than a weekly update because it's our first video one. But yeah, just thought there's lots of people following what we're doing now, so thought you might want to see something a bit more in person. So I guess big news is we hit 75 pre-orders this week. So we got 75 people on our what we call our founding riders club, I guess. And these are the people that have got behind the business. They know the bike's due later in the year, and really they still want it. I guess you can get it for summer, but we really appreciate the support of people that are getting behind this WA startup, and we'd really like to hit 100 sales, 100 pre-orders by the end of July. So if you're thinking about it and you're on the edge of it, it'd be great to have you on board and joining that Founding Riders Club soon. Just a reminder on the price, currently it's $3,990 till the end of this month, which I think is Sunday, and we'll revise the price early next week and let you know what that is. So you can get, that's $500 off the recommended retail price. If you are in WA and you're a RAC member, you do get your further 20% off that price. And we launched that membership about maybe 3 weeks ago. The RAC has been a great supporter of urban mobility, so very much aligned. We couldn't think of a better partner to have in WA. So I'm really excited to announce that, and yes, saves a lot of money on the bike. So take advantage of that if you are an RAC member. Another thing this week, we had one of our supporters, a girl called Emily, who has quite a big following on Instagram. She took one of our bikes out and used it for 3 days this week. Used it to take the kids to school, went down to Fremantle, did a whole bunch of things that she'd normally do in the car with her son, I think it was, on the back. You can see all the photos from that on Eco with M on Instagram, and yeah, she picked it. I went to pick it up last night, and she certainly wasn't keen to give the bike back. So we have another super fan there. But yeah, it's good to hear someone else's perspective on the Roadster. So check that out. Test rides. So if you want to go for a ride, we have our regular Sunday event at Leighton this Sunday, and we're pretty much going to be there all the time. We occasionally do Kings Park as well. So if you want to book in for that. I'm not sure if we've got one online yet, but that will come up as well. And then we also have our 2-hour test rides, which we started a couple of weeks ago, and they've been reasonably popular. That means you can take a bike out for 2 hours on the morning or afternoon of any weekday, or the afternoon of a weekend. And that means you can just take it for a bit longer, especially if you're sort of on the verge and you'd like to try this and compare it to something else, then welcome to do that. Again, book that in online. Next week, doing something a bit different. We have a lot of people in the CBD interested in test riding the bike as a way to get to and from work. As you may have seen, a lot of the blog posts and posts from the bridge we've put out, you know, the way to use a bike to get into the city and get away from parking costs, all those kind of things, add a bit of fitness and well-being into your morning and afternoon is certainly a very popular thing for e-bikes. The Roadster, as you will probably find if you look on our website, certainly does that really easily, and we'd say better than any other e-bike. So if you want to do a test ride in the CBD, we've got some locations which we'll announce. You just need to register online, a bit of a secret location, and then we'll let you know in the morning where we'll be on that particular day. Just going to base it on where the interest is coming from, what businesses. So that's the CBD test rides. We have also been working away quite a bit since we got back from China about 3-4 weeks ago on sorting through our manufacturing. So we've got 2 quotes through from really two high-end companies, and we are just working through the final bits of that, and we'll probably have an announcement in the next couple of weeks on which one of those we're going to go with. We're really excited about either of them, so feel like a very good position to be in where you've got 2 great people that want to work with you. So stay tuned for that. Rob's been working away on that, so he'll probably let me know next week what's the story with that. On the investment front, so one of the other things that we'll be announcing very shortly is our next investment round and how that will happen. It's a bit of an exciting change from what we've been doing in the past, and already, I mean, not we haven't actually announced anything, but because of the amount of interest in the sales and everything that's been happening lately, we've already had a couple of investors, actually probably 3 so far. A couple came around in the last couple of weeks. One came around yesterday, and we've got another meeting next week. So look, there's going to be a lot of interest in this. So if you know someone who invests in startups, especially ones really well run and organised like we are, so just let them know, and it'd be good to chat to them sooner rather than later, because it will affect how we do things when we go public. So that's on the investment front. That's about it for this week, actually. So I was just looking at a bit of a list of things to mention, but yeah, we've had a great week. It's been a bit rainy, so less test rides this week than next week, but looks like the weekend is going to be quite good. So we look forward to seeing a bunch of people come down on Sunday at Leighton. And not doing a market this week. We decided we needed to do some other things on Saturday, so we'll be at probably Subiaco, I think, next weekend, if you want to check that out. So that's it for me for this week. Send any questions through to our emails, which you'll see online if you've got anything you need to know. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That's probably the best place to see all the latest. And yeah, come on board, see if you can get us to help us get to the goal of 100 by the end of July, 100 pre-orders. And that'll certainly help with the whole getting the manufacturing in place and getting all the bikes delivered on time. So yeah. All right, stay tuned, and we'll chat again next week. Cheers.